Hi everybody, welcome back to Sky Factory 4, episode 35 with me, Sid, and some apologies for my trainer feet. I still haven't managed to get new insoles, but I've been doing a little bit of work around the place, just tidying up. So first things first, if we hook in here, you'll see that my grinder has a lot of pink slime in it. And the simple reason for that was that I successfully managed to get the thing. So I have moved the remaining spawners from up here, and if we come down here, this is the same, and obviously if I do that, that will spawn whatever. I can't remember what spawns in here now. Blazing bugs. Now over there you'll see there's a pink slime spawner, and I put a double one of those in there. I'll come back to the pink slime in a moment. This hasn't changed at all. That has still got the gas spawner, and down here we also now have an android spawner and an enderman spawner. So if I turn that on, you'll get androids and endermen and all the other bits and pieces. So I originally had the pink slime spawner in there, and they weren't spawning. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. Maybe they need a surface to spawn on. So I tried putting it in here, and they weren't spawning. So I took it out of there. I thought maybe they don't like dark rooms. I took it out of there, and I came up here. I put it on the ground and just let it go, and you know, it still didn't spawn anything. And then I remembered something. The hypothesis mod has another one, which is ignore spawning conditions. It's a modifier which is quite hard to get. It's a dragon egg. So you basically use the dragon egg on it, and it suddenly, bang, pink slimes everywhere. So I thought, great, put it down, whack it in there. We've now got pink slime as well. And because I've now got pink slime, I've now got access to smelt it all down and make pink slime ingots, which means that I have access to make more black hole controllers, which means that now you'll notice I've taken all of those out there. This has got most of these things. Now a lot of these copper ingots, all of that stuff, they will go into black hole controllers, because you know we might have those. Similarly there, graphite ingot we probably won't have a huge amount of. Actually, what is graphite used for? See, graphite itself, it's a nuclear craft one. Would have been used for big reactors, but that's a nuclear craft one, which I know nothing about. Glitch infused ingots, probably not worth having. All of these ones will need to come over, and what I've done is I put in these all the way down here. It's taken a long time. I've been zapping things around, moving stuff into the system. I've also added a couple more of these because I deconstructed these, got the interfaces, and that meant I could do that. So that is where we are. We've got a reasonable amount of stuff still coming through. Bacon donut, a bit of saurin, wild, things coming through basically. So what do I want to do this episode? Well, I want to sort out my tritanium and other problems, because if we have a look at matter overdrive, apart from all of these things, now we have actually got a few. Do you need more than one leg, or do you need two legs? I'm never sure. We haven't got a huge amount of legendary stuff, but we've only got 65 ingots of this stuff, and you know, yada yada. So I need to get more tritanium. But at the same time as with the tritanium, we also could do with dilithium. We could almost certainly do with, if I can find the metals, because I'm sure there are other metals in there. No, maybe I'm mistaken. But we definitely need the ores out of this one. I thought it was. Is it no. Dilithium, tritanium. Yeah. It's only dilithium, tritanium, but ore itself is generally a pain. So we want to make something I actually have never made before. I've done plenty of quarries, but I have never made a digital miner. Now, the good old digital miner requires a fair bit to make, and the first thing we're going to need is a steel casing. So let's start off making what we can. Digital miner needs a steel casing. Steel ingots made by making steel blend. Block of, so we need 10 carbon and iron. Okay, let's go and get coal. Got a wee bit of that. Let's get some iron. Also got a wee bit of that. And we're going to need to use U. So that gives me 10. So basically, we need to run that, don't we? Now the question here is, of course, is do I want to put some speed upgrades on there? And the answer is probably yes. So let's have a look at those. Speed upgrades for mechanism. That's not. That's the bit. Oh god. Okay. I don't know whether we can. We can't. I don't know if we can get anywhere close to that. Osmium dust is made by grinding osmium amber. Yeah, I'll make a few of those. Let's just go and put those. Yeah, what's going to work on that? Manufactory, perhaps? No. Damn it. Okay. Fine. Osmium dust you can make by in the manufactory by sticking some osmium ingots in there. That was probably easier. So I'm going to get that. I'll get those. I'll get a few speed upgrades on that as well, just to help it along. And obviously, we'll need to then smelt that. I'm not bothered about the muffling upgrade. We'll get that cooked, and I shall be back in a second. All right, I've got 48 steel blend. I did sped it up 5 times. Incidentally, I also did a little bit of work over here. So I changed all of these to be Wither Skull generators. We now have that battery is absolutely chocker, and we just need to throw you in there, I think, and that will do its job. Now, while the steel is doing, what else do we need? We need quite a few things for the digital miner. So let's have a look. Digital miner requires these basic control circuits, which is redstone and osmium. Let's get some osmium. I will take half a stack. We'll take some redstone, half a stack, and we'll just run the whole lot through. There's no point faffing around. We might as well just get in there. With these upgrades, we're going to get a lot more out of it anyway. We're waiting on the steel, but if we have a look at the digital miner, we should have hopefully got in. I can't spell. Digital miner, one of them, bang, done. Okay. Now we need a robot. Now a robot needs steel, atomic alloy, refined obsidian, personal chest. Personal chest requires all of that. The only thing we're missing from that is some of this. So let's start off with the personal chest. Then we can go back to the digital miner. Chest. Obviously, that doesn't work very well. Have a look at the digital miner. What else do we need for digital miner then? Robot. Robot requires energy tablets. Energy tablets requires 2 of those, 1 and 2. We need the personal chest again, and okay, we're getting there steadily. Digital robot, we need refined obsidian. That is an osmium cosmeter, which you cospressor. Needs 200 millibuckets of osmium and refined obsidian dust. Refined obsidian dust is diamond. Does it have to be crushed, or can you? Look like it has to be crushed. And crushed obsidian. Right, diamonds and obsidian. Who am I to argue, eh? We'll get the rest of those in there. That can go in there. Nuclear craft speed upgrades. I don't think I've got any more of those, have I? Yeah, I have. How many will that take? Why hang around, eh? Well, we are going to hang around a wee bit. We're charging these tablets, which is a bit of a pain, but again, we can live. Especially when we got the power, the likes of which we have now. 8. 32 less 8. 26, isn't it? That's 4 nodes. There you go. I'm just going to do half a stack. I'm not going to... I don't know how much I'll need, and this is taking a while. So we're going to go after those. We also need... Let's have a look. What else do we need for the... digital miners? Because I know there are quite a few things we need from different machines. We need the atomic alloy, which is compressed, refined, reinforced alloy. That is diamond dust again with enriched. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3 of those. Okay, enriched. You know, I am very tempted to. Yeah, let me just make a stack of that while we can. But let me get a stack of that and some iron. And I'll continue getting this together, and again, I shall be back in a mo. Alright, so I've got some refined obsidian dust. We are making these ingots, which should be... oh, not quite there. 2 of those. Can we flush that at all? Would have been useful, wouldn't it? Oh well, we can always break it. So we got those. Now therefore useful for the robot. We need the atomic alloy, which requires refined obsidian, and this, which requires diamond dust. Now let me have a look at this. So this requires 1 atomic alloy, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those. 7 atomic alloys. So I think I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that... hang on. No, that isn't it. Reinforced alloys. 3, 4, 5. With a bit of luck, we've got the right number. 2 more. 1, 2. And that should be those with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Should give me the atomic alloy. Yes, come to me, my precious. And there we go. That should give us all of those. Now, we're armed with that. We should be okay now to make the robot. 1 robot. These guys are pretty cool, actually. I don't know whether we can't place him without the robot station, but we may make another robot later. So the digital miner then requires 2 of those, or 1 of those. The bits we're missing is the logistical sorter, which requires 2 pistons. Two. And these things, which we should be okay to make. I think we should have a digital miner there. That was easier than I thought it would be. And this thing is cool. It is always reminds me. I think it's supposed to look like a bit like a beastie. Now it does need power, although it seems to be picking that up remotely. I'm sure one of these is for... Right, let's have a look. Config, we can set the filters, okay. Reset, auto eject, silk touch, auto pull. So we can put silk touch on or off. We've got all as well. We've got the upgrade, which would be speed, energy, anchor. I've no idea what anchor does. Okay, let's go. Let's take, I don't know, let's go with a, let's have a look what we've got in the way of silly sized chests for starters. Nothing really apart from that one. I could make another silly sized chest, but let's just go with the one we've got. Let's go with this silly sized chest, and then we'll go with the flux plug as well, just in case. Flux point, actually. Next, start. Flux point. Right, let's head over to the Lost Cities dimension. And we should be reasonably okay. If I were to come over here. Oh no, there was a... Alright, well, we'll go with that. Pop down the digital miner. We shall pop you onto power. And we will pop this on here. And we'll set you to auto eject on. We'll do it on a silk touch and we will configure it. New filter, material. Now I need to figure out this one. Mod ID, item stack. No. Or dictionary. Or save. Start. Not finding anything, is it? I need to reset. Config. Right. We need to delete that. And I need to work out how to get this thing to config. New or dictionary. No. Let me just look this one up and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, it's running slowly. So I set it to run with star or star, and it has already picked up some dilithium and 2 lithium. It's got titanium. Now it really could use some speed because there's a fair amount to mine here, 400 and odd blocks. Titanium, dilithium, lithium. Alright, okay. Certainly not going to complain. Uranium. I'm going to go and make some speed upgrades, I think, and we'll leave that running. Well, it will probably stop running in a moment, but that doesn't matter because we'll head back, make speed upgrades, get that running, and I shall be back in a sec. Alright, I've put the upgrades in it. I don't think there's anybody hovering around down here right now. So we are getting the ores, and it's running reasonably fast. I put 8 upgrades in it. It could do with far more, to be honest, but 8 is what I had. So that's going to take a while to run. I'm going to let it run through, and then what I may do is I'm trying to figure out what the diameter of these things are, because if we look at the middle there, you've got what? One. Let me just have a look at the journey map a second. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 chunks by 10 chunks, which would be 160 by 160, which would be a diameter of 80. So I know it's only set the diameter to 32. Clearly needs a little bit more to it than that. But yeah, it's at the moment it's really experimental, and we'll see how it goes. Back in a moment. Alright, I reset the config to a radius of 100 with the minimum, maximum, blah blah blah. We've got the ore filter, and that's what we got, which was actually a lot less than I thought it was going to be. I'm just going to try something. I'm going to set the radius to 99 with a maximum of 100. Yeah, it's not finding anything else. Alright, we can take this with us, and I don't know whether, yeah, I can. Oh, of course I can't, can I? No. So what we've got right now is we have got we've got a whole bunch of ores. Question is, what does a twilight dimension look like if we were to do that? I'm going to chuck all of these ores across into our storage, and we'll do something with the real stuff we wanted later. I'm just curious. This is kind of an exercise in curiosity, if you like. So let's go home, jump over to the twilight dimension, and well, what have we got? We've got a nice big chunk of land there, and we've got a nice big hollow hill there. I quite fancy doing the hollow hill, for no other reason than it's a hollow hill and it deserves to be exploited. Plonk that down. We shall plonk you on the side. I'm going to stick you on the top, actually. I think, yeah, that should work just as well. We're going to config. We've got the ore dictionary. The radius will set to 99 blocks. Oh, it's radius 32. Okay, maybe we need a bigger. Ah, that might be. Start. Oh wow. Yeah, that's auto eject on. Why are you not mining? Probably something to do with the fact that that's not what I thought it was. insufficient energy. Intriguing. Okay, what we need to do then is take out a speed upgrade. That is now working, and yeah, we're getting stuff. Again, we're going to let this run for a bit, and I'll be back in a while. Alright, well, this is going to be a much shorter episode than usual, but I think we're going to AFK here and just let this system do its work. If nothing else, as long as I get a lot of that. That's nice. That's nice. That's also nice. That and that are nice. Those are nice. Rest of this, yeah, I can take it or leave it. It's you know, it's stuff we don't desperately need for anything, but it is going to take a while. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens, and let me just come over here, get a little screenshot, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.